15 Amazing Health Benefits of Talbos in Camote Tops Leaves. You may realize the numerous medical advantages of yam or camote, however, do you have a thought regarding its sweet potato leaves? The leaves, which are also called Talbos in Camote or camote tops, has various medical advantages which we should know. Talbos in Camote benefits offer you to get significant supplements, nutrients, and minerals too. Fixings contained in Talbos in Camote can battle with some infection and assists with keeping your body solid. It is an extraordinary wellspring of nutrient A, nutrient B, nutrient C, nutrient K, iron, calcium, zinc, protein, and some other significant components. All of them has a particular capacity on our body that underlines great well-being and lessens the opportunity of happening illnesses. Another vegetable tantamount to advantageous to camote tops you will once in a while find: Talbos in Camote benefits. In the event that you have a spot and aim to develop it, it is a lot of conceivable and simple to develop. It doesn't require a particular season and much consideration. You can undoubtedly develop it in your terrace. Here, we reach to learn you its significant medical advantages and different necessaries. What precisely camote implies? It's better having in any event a shallow thought regarding camote before knowing its leaves from the outset. The logical name of camote is Ipomoea batatas, and it originates from Convolvulaceae family. More than a great many animal groups camote has, yet tragically the vast majority of them are harmful, and that is the reason they can't be utilized for dietary purposes. Be that as it may, rest of the species which are non-poisonous that are utilized as food. A portion of the nations of Asia, camote is so well known and they additionally develop it. In spite of the fact that it needn't bother with much consideration and explicit climate condition, in a tropical zone and hot atmosphere camote develops well. Camote is a root vegetable which has a sweet taste and contains a lot of medical advantages, just as its leaves and shoots are filled in as green vegetables that contain a wide scope of advantages also. Talbos in Camote nutritional worth. Beforehand we stated, it contains various medical advantages, yet what is the measure of wholesome components of it? Elements of Talbos in Camote can clear our origination about its medical advantages and the response to the inquiry, is it actually a lot of wholesome components? Fixings and its sum per 1 cup, 35 grams. Calories 51.5 kj. Starch 2.2 grams. Protein 1.4 grams. Dietary fiber 0.7 grams. Water 30.8 grams. Calcium 13 mg. Magnesium 21.3 milligrams. Potassium 181 mg. Phosphorus 32.9 milligrams. Iron 0.4 milligrams. Zinc 0.1 milligrams. Selenium 0.3 mcg. Nutrient A 350 IU. Nutrient C 3.9 milligrams. Nutrient B complex. Thiamine 0.1 milligrams. Riboflavin 0.1 milligrams. Niacin 0.4 milligrams. Folate 28 mcg. Pantothenic acid 0.1 milligrams. Omega-3 fatty acid 7.4 milligrams. Omega-6 fatty acid 0.3 mcg. Medical advantages of Talbos in Camote. Anybody can figure its medical advantages by just observe its healthful components. Numerous examinations were organized to find Talbos in Camote benefits, and the specialist effectively gets such a large number of medical advantages from it. Nutrient, minerals, and significant supplements, which is an absence of it. It has everything and act in typical body work just as forestall numerous sicknesses. 1. Lifts resistance. The first and noteworthy advantages of camote tops: it can help resistance. Nutrient C is a component which can make the solid safe framework and improve insusceptibility. Take a gander at its healthy benefit show. It contains a sufficient measure of vitamin C, which is an invulnerable supporter. Pre-order of avoiding illnesses is solid invulnerable framework, and Talbos in Camote offer you to get the advantage. 2. Improves absorption. The state of well-being enormously relies upon digestion framework. Better absorption will lead better well-being normally. Assimilation is the procedure by which huge particles are separated into littler and less difficult structure appropriate for retention. Lastly, it will take an interest in digestion process. As per numerous well-being, scientists devouring yam leaves, Talbos in Camote, can underline processing. Lastly, it will lead great well-being. 3. Hostile to diabetes. One of the most significant impacts of this leaves is an enemy of diabetic impact. Outright or relative lack of insulin or expanded degree of glucose is the purpose behind happening diabetes. Talbos in Camote contains low calorie and nil measure of glucose. That is the explanation of being reasonable nourishment for diabetes patients, and its fixings can lessen blood glucose level. 4. Amazing cancer prevention agent. The cancer prevention agent can repress such huge numbers of ailments and take out free radicals, which are additionally the extraordinary wellspring of certain infections. Free radicals are consistently hurtful to any individual. Nutrient C and vitamin E are the groundbreaking cancer prevention agent nutrient which remembered for it. 5. Forestalls irritation. Irritation is the essential phase of disease, and besides, it can lead a significant medical issue too. We can get a ride from irritation by expending just characteristic food, for example, Talbos in Camote. Numerous investigations have done, and it is demonstrated now Camote leaves has a mitigating property which can forestall incendiary issues. 6. Upgrades eye well-being. Another significant advantages of Talbos in Camote is it can guarantee great eye well-being. Inadequacy of vitamin A can cause night visual impairment, xerophthalmia, and even loss of vision can happen. Here is the answer for these issues. How right? Talbos in Camote is an extraordinary wellspring of vitamin N, and here isn't the end, it likewise contains vitamin C, vitamin E, copper, and zinc. Numerous researchers concurred that devouring these nutritious together diminishes the opportunity of happening macular degeneration, which is liable for visual impairment. Nutrient and additionally diminishes the opportunity of creating visual impairment in youthful matured individuals. 7. Lessen torment during monthly cycle. Nutrient K has the command over hormonal capacity identified with period and lessens torment. A lady who has the experience of extreme draining and agony during monthly cycle can recoup these issues by expending Talbos in Camote. Nutrient K contained in it lessens exorbitant seeping just as alleviates torment. 8. Guarantees solid gum. Undesirable food that isn't plentiful in vitamin A, C, D, and K can messes gum up and can lead holes in the gum. Then again, these fat solvent nutrients-rich food assists with forestalling gum issues and tooth rot. We saw that this food is totally a lot of fat-dissolvable nutrients that assume a significant job in gum infections. Nutrient K unequivocally execute the microbes that produce tooth harm, and this nutrient gives care to make a solid tooth. 9. Forestalls malignant growth. In deep thinking, malignant growth is the other name of death, and no one never relax. Consistent absence of dietary fiber diet can arrive at colon disease. Do you have a thought of a food which contains satisfactory dietary fiber? No compelling reason to think more, simply include Talbos in Camote in your eating regimen menu and battle with colon disease. 10. Supports bone well-being. Bones are the structure of our body. It has extraordinary job keeping up great well-being. After a specific season old enough, our body will begin osteoporosis that debilitates our body just as lead numerous difficulties. Keeping up bone well-being, the main fixings is calcium, which can forestall osteoporosis and invigorate the bones. Among Talbos in Camote benefits, forestalling osteoporosis that forestalls break as its critical medical advantages. 11. Advances sound skin and hair. The vegetable is useful for both skin and hair. Lack of nutrient and outcome amphibian skin, however you get the nutrient from this food. Our skin has 7 layers, and the particular layer will be harmed after a specific time frame, and it will recover once more. Nutrient and aids in this procedure and assists mending with injuring in the skin. Mix of glucose and protein. The glycoprotein is shaped by the assistance of nutrient A, which helps data of delicate tissue. It isn't just useful for your skin, yet additionally care your hair. 12. Goes about as anticoagulant. Anticoagulant is a substance which forestalls coagulation, and nutrient K assumes a significant job in this procedure. Anticoagulant assists with recuperating cuts and wounds rapidly. It likewise abbreviates the hour of framing a coagulation. 13. Antibacterial activity. Lyophilized yam leaf powder gives antibacterial impacts, and water extricated from the leaves restrain the development of some food contamination microbes like E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and Bacillus cereus. 14. Supports heart well-being. Nutrient K can keep up heart well-being. To get the ideal pulse, there is an incredible job of nutrient K, and it additionally diminishes the opportunity of heart failure. Calcification of the corridors can be forestalled by sufficient admission of nutrient K, which can forestall a cardiovascular failure. Nutrient K additionally never lead to deliver any unsafe components which are bad for the heart. Nutrient K likewise decrease the irritation of the cells that are lined in the veins. In this way, this green vegetable is actually a decent eating routine for a sound heart. 15. Dengue fix. As indicated by many examination, Talbos in Camote can battle against dengue fever. On the off chance that your body invulnerability more vulnerable, at that point dengue infection influence you and tormented others. Yet, devouring Camote tops squeeze your body can battle the infection, and there will get no opportunity of creating dengue fever. Talbos in Camote juice formula treating dengue fever. Different kinds of juices can be made by utilizing Camote best, however all are not reasonable for dengue fever. You have to know the particular formula that can forestall dengue. Investigate the strategy of Talbos in Camote formula, which is powerful in dengue fever. Gather a heap of new Camote tops. Slice them to make a little piece and wash out the dirt and different particles that join to the tops. Include sufficient water with Camote best at that point, bubble it for at least 5 minutes. Include salt, sugar as you like. Then filtrate the water and let the patient beverage. Talbos in Camote drinks formula. In the event that you wish to include Talbos in Camote in